It's Friday, which means you're ready for the weekend, and we have your last daily fix of gaming news for this week. So let's make it a good one and talk about a couple of the biggest games right now. We're hearing more about Starfield, namely that it apparently doesn't really get going until about 130 hours in. Baldurs Gate gets its first patch, and what may be a bad precedent if you're an Xbox Series S player. S as in sus, ambitious, parity promise. Let's get into it. Presented by Universal Orland Resort. Starfield may have a very long life indeed, and the main quest is in fact not the main event. That's according to Bethesda head of publishing Pete Hines, at least, who revealed at Bethesda Mainstream at Gamescom, quote, "I'm here to tell you that this game doesn't even really get going until you finish the main quest." What could he possibly mean by that? Well, Hines noted it took him about 50 hours to complete the main quest line, but that was only after 80 full hours of not sticking to the main objective, doing who knows what, until Bethesda head Todd Howard forced him to get back to the main goal. What a job. What Hines was doing for the 80 hours of free play isn't clear, be they side quests or what have you, but he did mention factions and the idea that it feels like switching from one game to a different one altogether. Quote, "The number of hours does not matter. Telling somebody, oh, I played Starfield for 40 hours tells you nothing about what that person has done," said Hines, leading me to believe that you can either spend a lot of time in this game or you can just fully dissociate with the concept of time in general and lose track of all reality. I'm interested in both, to be honest. It's possible that when Hines refers to the game, quote, really getting going, he could mean Starfield's recently revealed New Game Plus mode, which, according to Todd Howard, will feature a unique and exciting twist that will incentivize continued and repeat play. He wouldn't talk about the main quest line either, citing how spoilery it is. And while there are leaks out there in the wild expanse of the internet, the majority of Starfield's massive story beats are still mysterious to non-spoiler seekers. Starfield launches August 31st, along with IGN's full review, but we have a primer article available now on IGN.com. Baldurs Gate 3 publisher Larian won a huge concession, allowing it to launch the very popular game on Xbox this year, but with a big catch. The version for the lower-priced Xbox Series S model will be missing a feature available on the Series X, effectively breaking Xbox's parity promise. Good news, Baldurs Gate 3 got its first big patch today, and all the hotfixes and improvements implemented so far will be coming to the Xbox version. Bad news, while Xbox Series X consoles will feature split-screen co-op, Series S will not. Larian previously said it had issues developing the Xbox version of Baldurs Gate 3 due to the Xbox Series S hardware, specifically saying they were struggling to get split-screen co-op to run on it. Microsoft even sent engineers to work with Larian on resolving the problem too, and apparently it did not get solved. As a refresher, since the start of this console generation, Microsoft has demanded that all developers offer feature parity between the two consoles, the high-end, higher-priced Xbox Series X and the less shiny, more budget Xbox Series S. Guess it was either relax that requirement or give PlayStation a free console exclusive with Baldurs Gate 3, a very popular and well-received game that is sure to be extremely lucrative. But could this mean bad news for the future of Xbox Series S? The lower-cost console is still popular with more casual gamers who just want to play Game Pass games. While the Series X undoubtedly brings higher overall performance, the promised feature parity is a big selling point for the Series S. No one wants to get left out. Is it possible that the concept of parity is slipping away and will be harder to enforce with other developers in light of the Baldurs Gate 3 concession? Does this effectively hurt the viability of the Series S and prove you actually do need to buy the more expensive option to get what you want? Or could it be a simple, pragmatic one-off? Time will tell, but let us know your thoughts in the comments. And that's it for your Games Fix for Friday, August 25th. Be sure to check out IGN's extensive Gamescom coverage all over the site now, including our Gamescom Award winners. I'm Kim Horcher. Thanks for joining me this week. It has been a true pleasure, and I'll see you around.